Most of us spend most of our time on what is urgent and very less, not enough time on what is important. And that is why we get distracted from our goals and do not achieve what we want to achieve. A cigarette smoker, when gets the craving for smoking, maybe because of the anxiety, boredom, stress, or simply because of the addiction of smoking, don't you think the person is able to see the big bold warning given on the packet of cigarette? Of course, yes. It clearly mentions about the ill effects, the side effects, and also the dangers of smoking, but that person still ignores those and goes for a smoke. Why do you think it happens? The same applies for many aspects of our life. It is a craving related to food or alcohol or any other thing, or the craving related to screen time, spending more time on watching reels than doing something which is more productive, more meaningful for yourself. Why does this happen? It happens because what is called in behavioral economics as time inconsistency. Don't worry, I will get into the details of what is time inconsistency. Time inconsistency is a bias for the present. It is giving more importance for the present than for the future. So I want immediate gratification, immediate joy, immediate pleasure right now, here, rather than waiting for more meaningful, more deeper, more relevant results for myself in the later period of time. So I am okay to get that 2 minutes of release from my stress by smoking a cigarette than avoiding it and living a more healthy and happier life. These time inconsistencies can be seen in various other aspects of our life as well. Take financials for example. We end up spending more money meaninglessly right now just for some quick pleasure instead of utilizing or investing it for future. Time inconsistency can significantly influence our habits. For instance, you know the importance of exercise, you know the importance of taking time now for your health, but still we get allured, we get attracted to the immediate relaxation or the boredom. We give more importance to that and skip the exercise. While dealing with this problem myself, I came across this whole concept of delaying gratification. I think if I'm not wrong, it was first mentioned in the Road Less Travel, the book Road Less Travel. And it is a very powerful concept, but the point is, when you want to delay gratification for each and everything, then you suddenly start questioning, why am I living my life right now? If I'm not going to have joy, pleasure, excitement, satisfaction right now in my life, why keep delaying everything? And that's a very valid question each one of us have, and I was going through that same question. What I realized later is, it is not only about delaying gratification, which is important in some aspect, but also trying to find gratification, joy and pleasure in the process, in the right now, when we are doing something. When we talk about delaying gratification, we assume that we will be satisfied, happy and fully fulfilled when we reach a goal, when we are on the top of that summit. But we miss the whole point of the process satisfaction, the journey satisfaction, the things which we can enjoy right now. And I think that's a more powerful concept, where you bring in that qualities of joy and satisfaction in the right now process. And that can be done by reframing what you do, along with getting some rewards ongoingly. So you don't have to wait for the reward at the end of the race. You are actually enjoying the whole process of your putting effort, participation, and side by side. Let's take one quick example. Tell me one instance, one example when you went for a jog, walk, yoga, meditation, whatever you like to do, and after doing that, you didn't feel good about it. Never, right? Never. Every time you end up doing whatever exercise or whatever mental exercises which you want to do, or meditation or anything which you like, after the completion of that, you always feel better. You always feel nice. You always feel good that you did that, rather than skipping it or ignoring it. Never do you feel, oh, why did I go for a walk today? Never. So the whole idea of putting that reward in between your actions ongoingly and then finding joy in that action is something which is more powerful than simply delaying gratification. Now let us look at 5 ways how to deal with this whole concept of time inconsistency. How to beat that. When I am sharing these 5 things, it is not necessary that you have to apply all 5. Rather, you should pick and choose the ones which are more applicable for you based on your personality, your lifestyle, your likings and dislikings. I think that is a much better approach than blindly following all 5. So pick and choose the 1 or 2 or maybe 3 in some cases which are more relevant to you, which are more important to you. So number 1 is pre-commitment. Pre-commitment means you commit to something upfront You give that as a declaration, you announce it to the world, put it on social media, tell to your friends wherever you want, or in some cases where there is a financial commitment required, like for example in case of a gym membership or hiring a coach or a trainer for yourself, do that commitment upfront. See your nature, it depends on person to person. Again, I am telling, there are few people who do that payment or who do that pre-commitment and then still they are able to forget everything. They are okay to give that money and they are okay to be happy about whatever has happened. So if that is your scenario, then this may not work. But there are quite some people who, when they do the pre-commitment, when they are putting their skin in the game, they start altering their behaviors, they start taking action towards that commitment. Number two is implementation intentions. Very, very powerful concept. What do we mean by implementation intentions? It is in order to implement, to execute, to make it happen anything in your life, it is important to have intentions first. Without having that intention, you will never be able to achieve that. Now you may say intentions means here in your mind. No, I am not talking about only the intentions in your mind, but also the intentions manifesting, showing up in your environment. And how can that be happen in a very practical way? Let me give one other example, again connected to, say, for your gym. If you want to go to your gym tomorrow morning, today evening you have to ensure that your gym clothes or whatever your gym bag is already ready. Tomorrow morning, if you end up searching for your clothes and then you realize that they are in their washing machine or they are still yet to dry or whatever it is, then you will skip, because that's the reason excuse you are looking for. The moment you realize that your gym kit is not ready, you are not ready to go to the gym, that's the excuse which you are anyways looking for. So you will immediately skip it. So if you want to put that implementation intention of going to a gym tomorrow morning, it is our job to make sure that today evening I keep my gym kit ready. It may take 2 to 5 minutes maximum, but just bringing it together, packing it and keeping it in such a place that it is visible to me early morning when I see, and then I can just simply pick it up and go to the gym. So that is implementation intention, making sure that you organize your environment, the people around your life, or maybe the task around your calendar in such a way that you are intentionally creating that implementation of that habit or whatever action which you want to take place. The other aspect of implementation intention is going into the details of time and place as well. So decide at what time you are going to take that action and at what place. Say for example, if you want to develop a habit of reading, say 20 minutes every day to read, then fix that 20 minutes. What time is the start time, what time is the end time, and which is the place where you want to sit and read. If you like to go outside and sit in a park, fabulous, but fix that place. If you like to read in your study, no problem, fix the time, fix the location, keep a book maybe if required on your table. Number 3 is self-reward and penalties. Self-rewards are important because they will give you that dopamine hit. It is important to get motivation continuously in a small ways, maybe if required, so that you are sticking to your plan, so that you are working towards your goal. And it is important also to make sure that you penalize every time you don't do that in some way or other. Whatever is the penalty, you can keep a box and you can put some money every time you don't do something. Whatever works for everyone, it may differ. But when it comes to reward, a very simple way is to manage a dashboard, your habit tracker or dashboard, because when you look at the number of achievements you have done on that tracker, that itself gives you the feeling of satisfaction. Wow, I have gone for a walk so many days continuously, or even if there are breaks, you can see the ultimate number of achievements which you have been doing. You can keep it year on year, or it can be a lifelong journey where you keep counting those numbers ongoingly and get motivated from him. If you want a very easy way, a free way to track your habits in this manner, just to look at a dashboard every day with a simple click, I can suggest you checking this My Choice Point app, where we have developed not only that you can customize your habits, the top 3 habits which you want to focus on, but on a regular, on a daily basis, you can track those habits and see it upfront immediately, right in that moment in the dashboard or on the scoreboard. What is your number? What is the achievement you have achieved? Number 4 is accountability partners. Share your goals with people around you. If required, involve them as well. In some of the activities you can go together, like maybe for a walk or maybe going for a yoga session or aerobic session can be done together as a group. So involve other people if required in some of the activities. If not that, at least share with them and take their support every time you feel low. There are different ways in which you can create such communities in which you can take support and also give them support back. Repetition, they say, is the mother of all learning, which means whatever conversations we are having about limiting beliefs, hidden patterns, and how to go beyond them are being done on this video platform. But in addition to that, Unlearn with Prasanna also has a Twitter handle at @UnlearnPrasanna, @UnlearnPrasanna, and also a newsletter, www.unlearnwithprasanna.com. www.unlearnwithprasanna.com. In addition to YouTube, these two channels, additional channels, will give you additional access to go beyond your limiting beliefs and live a rich and meaningful life. Keep rocking. Number 5, visualize long-term success. Every time you feel distracted or trying to go away from your day-to-day action, from your consistent actions, try to visualize the long-term benefits, what you are going to achieve if you keep doing that. And coming back to our concept of process satisfaction, it will also again help you taking that action right now, today, and still enjoying it. I am sure from these 5 ways to deal with time inconsistency, with the present bias, you will be able to find 1, 2, or 3 which are more applicable to you. Focus on those rather than focusing on all 5. Focus on 2 or 3 those things which are more applicable for you. With that, we complete this video. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you have still not subscribed the channel, please subscribe. And last but not the least, please share in the comments what are the ways in which you are dealing with time inconsistency. How are you making sure that you focus more on your present actions rather than delaying it for the future? Thank you very much for watching. Keep rocking. Keep rocking.